Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another illuminating, educative episode of Verses and Paragraphs and everything in between. Verses and Paragraphs is a creative platform where we talk everything that has to do with verses and paragraphs and everything creative, and that's why it has that clause, verses and paragraphs and everything in between. Yes, my sister Elohor, my greatest cheerleader, is watching. Good to have you on the show, Elohor. Today we are still in the grammar mode, and today we'll be talking about plurals. Many people, in fact myself included, there are times we don't know when to pluralize a word or not. For instance, there's one that actually gets me, and that is youth. Okay, hi. You have been learning new things. Now, what has happened to me is that I've had to come outside because inside the network has been really bad. So, Ehi Ojelabi, thank you for tuning in. Joe Gibbs, one of my greatest cheerleaders, also. Julie Sobotier, good to have you watching the show. Elizabeth Joe, watching from Kaduna or Abuja. And there's just, I've had to step out of the house because my network was really poor. Ego D, how are you? So I also need to be reading my notes, so you have to bear with me. Now today we'll be talking about plurals. Plurals. People find it difficult pluralizing words, myself included. Let me give you an example. The word youth. Okay, as I'm talking, I'm looking for a better place. The word youth. Some people, they don't know when to use youth or youths. Now, if it's going to be countable, that is when you can use the word youths. So if you're trying to count youths, it's okay. There are 4 different youths that won awards. Then you can use youths. Then if you want to use youth, and you're talking about youth in general, say the youth of today, they are internet freaks. So there is that one. Now, we have irregular plural nouns. Normally when you want to pluralize, it's either you add S or ES. But then there are the irregular plural nouns. And most of them take on many forms. We have some of them which change just the last few letters. Some change vowels in the middle of the word, and some do not even change at all. Then there are words that are the same, whether they are plural or singular. And some of these words include pants. You do not say pant as in your underwear. It's pants. You have deer, the animal. Corps are like youth corps. CORPS, youth corps. Fish. Interestingly, at one point in time, I think it used to be fishes, but now fish, the plural of fish is fish. And then it depends on your usage when you're going to talk about fishes. Then sheep, of course, everybody knows that one, sheep. Offspring, shrimp, and scissors. These are all words that are the same, whether they are singular or plural. Now, we're now going to talk about words that end in O and have just an S or an ES. For instance, this is very common: potato, potatoes. Memo, memos. They end in O, either an S or an ES. Volcano, volcanoes. Tomato, tomatoes. And then there are some words which end in I when they are pluralized. You have syllabus, syllabi. My in-laws, Samuel Uzwazora Radokori, is watching from London. Good to have you on the broadcast today. We're talking about plurals, irregular plural words. Now there are some that end in I, like I was saying, when they are pluralized. So you have syllabus and syllabi. Allah, Olarewaju, author of authenticity. Another of my greatest cheerleaders is also watching from Glasgow. Then you have fungus and fungi. Stimulus and stimuli. Today we're talking plurals, irregular plural words. Then some of them, they just change. For instance, like bacterium. Bacteria is the plural of bacterium. Bacteria. And you have bacterium. Then curriculum. The plural form is corolla. Ox, the plural form is oxen. Then there are those, okay, stimuli. Yeah, stimuli. You have stimuli is the plural of stimulus. Good afternoon, student Olarewaju. She says, good afternoon, teacher. I am standing outside today because I started my broadcast indoors and then it started trying to connect. So I guess connection is better outside. Yeah, it's supposed to be area, but it's hot. But it's beautiful, lovely outside. Buchi, you're welcome. Okay, you said stimuli. Hello, stimuli is the plural of stimulus. Then there are words which end in F or the F sound, and we replace them with a V and add ES. For example, you have thief, thieves, wife, wives, leaf, leaves, knife, knives, shelf, shelves. Then there are the words where your plural comes from changing the internal vowel. So you have the word man, men, everybody knows that one. Mouse, mice, foot, feet, woman, woman, tooth, teeth. Then there are also some of these tricky words. And these ones, they also find people trouble well, because you have, for instance, what's the plural of sister-in-law? Attorney General, what's the plural of Attorney General? So you have attorneys general, you have sisters-in-law or brothers-in-law or fathers-in-law, mothers-in-law. You have passerby. What's the plural of passerby? You have passers-by. So those are some tricky words. Now I'm going to be reading you a host of other words which are very interesting. Now, do you know that the word beef, beef as in meat from cow, has got a plural form? The plural of beef is beefs. It's as in B-E-E-V-E-S. My network is shaking again, but I think I'll move again. I'll get a better place. I hope it doesn't go off. Hope the connection, but I don't want to walk there. There's too much sun in that place, and here was a better place. Okay. Agendum. Joe Gibson, agendum. Agenda is the plural of agendum, which is singular. As I was saying, beef, as in the meat we eat, beef. The plural of beef is beeves. B-E-E-V-E-S. I don't know whether I never knew that beef had a plural before. And it's just now I realized that the plural of beef is beeves. B-E-E-V-E-S. Then opera. People who go for opera music. The plural of opera is the plural of opus. I never knew that before. O-P-U-S is the singular form. An opera is the plural. Olarewaju says I should move to Glasgow and I will never worry about the sun. I think I might just take you up on that offer. See the way I'm sweating, even though standing outside it is blowing and I'm standing under trees. Anyhow, another one is biceps. Biceps. The plural of biceps is bicepses. Isn't that interesting? Very, very interesting. Then there is this one. When you're talking about your nieces and nephews, you're talking about your brothers and sisters, you call them your siblings. When you're talking about your nieces and your nephews, you call them nibblings. Nibblings. Nibblings is the plural form of when you're grouping nephews and nieces together. Then, of course, octopus, you have octopuses. Some people say, oh, you love eating beefs, right? Okay. Then, for those of us who love eating spaghetti, spaghetti is the plural form of spaghetto. I never knew that before. Spaghetti is the plural of spaghetto. Then, of course, we have the regular words goose, geese, moose. Moose is moose. But after that, when you have goose and geese, when you have moose, you have meese, but you don't have meese. Moose is moose. There's brother-in-law. Okay, we talked about brothers-in-law. Then some people, when you're talking about a low life, normally the plural of, but when you're talking about a low life, we're talking about somebody who is a low life. The plural will be low lives. The F does not change to V. It is still FES. Then, of course, everybody knows millennium, millennia. Then confetti that we throw during weddings. Confetti is the plural of confetto, just like spaghetti. Spaghetti is the plural of spaghetto.